That's grasshopper.com/radio. 2018 is an opportunity to grow your business with top talent. But how do you find it?
Guys.
ZipRecruiter. One click posts your job to over 100 job boards. Then, smart matching technology instantly alerts quality candidates about your job. No wonder 80% of employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate through the site in just one day. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. To try ZipRecruiter for free, just go to ZipRecruiter.com/CBS News. That's ZipRecruiter.com/CBS News.
January
Southern California, only 24 hours. Local news and traffic station KNX 1070
look at this rain right now.
I'm Chris Stevens. Coming up, 8 people now confirmed killed in mudslides in Montecito. Mandatory evacuation orders in effect for parts of Burbank. We have in-depth team coverage of the storm that begins with traffic every 10 minutes on the 5. 245 now brought to you by Heal.com. Here's Denise Fondo.
A huge part of this rainstorm. We've got very dangerous roadways today. We've got mud, we've got rocks, and a lot of water in the roadway. New flooding coming in right now, 110 northbound at Faro, and also on the 5 southbound at the 134. The 2 right lanes are flooded out. And we've got flooding on the 105 east at the 110. 5 northbound at the 118. That is closed, and I believe that is because of flooding there. And 5 northbound right at the 118 westbound is also closed. And so is the Sheldon off-ramp from that 5 northbound. The off-ramp is closed in the 2 right lanes. A lot of flooding in that area, and that is common when we have rain through there. I've got good news about Baldwin Park. Your 10 east of the 605. All the lanes are reopened, and the north 605 to the 10 east of that connector has also reopened. So look, we've got some improvement in those areas. But we've got flooding, by the way, on your 170, headed north or south away from the Hollywood interchange. We've got flooding across all the lanes right now. So you've got to be super careful as you're driving today. Sometimes you just don't see that water, especially in the left lane and the right lane, and it can be very dangerous. 405 north, just south of Santa Monica Boulevard. We've got a wreck reported. Happened in the first lane from the left. And we've got trouble on the 10. This is the 10 eastbound. We had a crash reported that was right around the La Brea exit, 2-car crash. That was out in the far right lane, and another crash on the 5. This is southbound, right around the Hasley Canyon exit. Looks like a 2-car wreck. Are you sick now? Well, Heal now. Heal.com. Get in-home urgent care from quality doctors to your door in 2 hours every day, covered by insurance or $99. HEAL.com. Next report at 2:55. I'm Denise Fondo with more traffic reports more often. KNX 1070 News Radio. This low-pressure system continues to move east throughout the Southland, bringing much more rain, gusty conditions, and very cold and unstable air. We still have that flash flood warning in place for portions of Santa Barbara and Ventura County, and that just means we're looking at heavier rain moving through the area, possibly bringing more of the mud and debris flow to the already hit areas from earlier today. And then as the system continues to press through the area, should be pulling out of Ventura County and the western part of LA County by the evening, but still centered over Orange County and the Inland Empire, and then it should be exiting completely out of the area just before we head into tomorrow morning. With Southern California's most accurate and dependable forecast, I'm CBS 2 meteorologist Amber Lee for KNX 1070 News Radio.
Here, Denise, too. New flooding still popping up as the rain continues to fall out there. Heavier spots across the San Fernando Valley and Pasadena over to West Covina. We have that rain falling in the mountains, too, and some snow up there at the higher elevations. The snow levels coming on down as we go through the afternoon. It's 2:47. Our in-depth team coverage of floods continuing now. Joining us live in studio with an update, KNX 1070's Rob Archer.
8 dozens injured in flooding in Montecito. Flash flood watch is in effect until 10 o'clock tonight. Rescue operations continue. Montecito Water District has issued a boil water order for customers in Montecito and Summerlin. A mandatory evacuation order in effect for Burbank for all of Country Club Drive. Cleanup continues at LAX.
The customs area, Terminal 2, where passengers, arriving international passengers, would be processed.
Charles Panunzio with the airport tells KNX those passengers were shuttled to the Tom Bradley terminal. No word on when the customs area will reopen. Back to you, Chris and Mike.
Thanks, Rob. A little more on Burbank now. Police giving people on Country Club Drive no choice after waves of mud swept down their streets, taking down power poles, breaking a major gas line. Evacuate immediately. That's what they've said. Police Sergeant Derek Green says a fire there last year left the steep hills and canyons just bare.
This area goes very deep into the hillside. These are very narrow roadways, very old homes, almost cabin-like homes. So the area is treacherous to begin with. You add a little rainwater, mud and debris, and we definitely see some problems. So this is a matter of personal and public safety, and we are evacuating this section of town.
Now, several of the homeowners, they have been sheltering in place instead of heeding the evacuation order, but Fire Battalion Chief John Owings says they're ready to evacuate after this morning's mudslide.
They're being a lot more cooperative now after they've seen the potential of what did come down at 6:30 this morning.
There's also a storm base that's over 100 years old to the top of the mountain. There is concern that it may not hold the large amount of debris and rainflow that this storm will continue to bring.
249 on KNX, continuing our in-depth team coverage of the floods, early morning mud flow forcing the closure of Latuna Canyon Road. This is in the Latuna fire burn area.
It came streaming downhill around 2 in the morning and made its way into the parking lot of a home for medically disabled children.
It was like a river flowing. When I looked at the parking lot, it was about 3 feet flooded.
Luis Guerra runs the facility. He says because of the recent Creek Fire and the previous Latuna Fire, they expected it.
It could have been a lot worse.
LA City fire crews spent much of the day cleaning up the mud. They also put K-rails up in front of the facility's parking lot to keep any additional mud or debris flows in the roadway. Battalion Chief Jamie Moore says they will have crews monitoring the situation for at least the next 24 hours.
To see if that ground that's saturated with that amount of rain that came down is going to slough off.
He urged residents in the burn areas to remain vigilant. In Sun Valley, Margaret Carrero, KNX 1070 News Radio.
Southern California, dangerous, and as we've been telling you, deadly as well. 8 people killed in the Montebello area. We will have Montecito area, I apologize. We have much more of our in-depth team coverage coming up. Coast Guard helping transport victims from a house fire sparked by a broken gas line. That story as we continue our in-depth team coverage in 90 seconds. It's 2:50.
When the weather is at its worst,
mudslides in the city are real.
we're in our best.
The fires have barely been snuffed out, and now here comes the rain.
Giving you the information you need to keep you and your family safe.
Mandatory evacuation orders now at a thing.
From road closures to evacuations, we have Southern California weather covered.
It's in God's hands now.
KNX 1070 News Radio. Depend on us.
Imagine your varicose and spider veins gone in 1 hour. Call West Medical.
I feel incredible because I called 1-800-WEST Medical.
Hi, Jennifer York here. You know, ever since I started talking about Rush Tax Resolution and all the money and headaches they save their clients, I've had people ask me if they really settle cases where people owe tens of thousands of dollars for as little as $100. And I tell them, go to RushTaxResolution.com and click on their blog where they can see for themselves. One client owed $58,000. Rush Tax settled with the IRS for $100. Another owed $88,000. Settled for $100. Another owed $90,000. Settled for $100. Another owed $61,000. Settled for $100. If you want to find out if you qualify for the IRS
all these cars are dripping
program, they'll tell you up front and for free. The same goes if you're a business owner and owe payroll taxes. So don't wait until the IRS agent shows up in person at your door. They have the power to shut you down. Rush Tax can protect you and your business. So you got to call 855-IRS-CALL. And Rush Tax will let you know if they can help you. Call 855-477-2255. 855-IRS-CALL or RushTaxResolution.com.
When searching for river cruises in Europe, search AmaWaterways.com.
The crash on 405 in West Los Angeles. A little bit of a good news story for you on the 5 in the San Fernando Valley. What is that good news? We'll tell you about it and check your drive about 3 minutes away. It's 2:52 on KNX, and we continue our in-depth team coverage now of the flooding that continues. Coast Guard units have been getting involved in rescue and response to several storm incidents in Santa Barbara and Ventura counties. Teresa Miller at Naval Base Ventura County telling KNX the Coast Guard has been involved both by air and on the water.
2 Coast Guard units that are in the local area. One is the Coast Guard Station Channel Islands, and they're the boats. And we have had word that they have been deployed for response. Our helicopters, which is the Forward Operating Base Point Mugu, they are responding to the others. So we've got a couple different units going on for the Ventura County area.
Coast Guard helicopters airlifted victims from a house fire in the Montecito, which was sparked by a broken gas line. The mud debris flow.
It is the perennial question whenever it rains. Can Southern Californians drive when water falls from the sky?
The experts, that would be the cops, might be the first to concede that by and large we're pretty awful bad weather drivers.
I would have to say that that's most likely true. I know that our accidents go up, the frequency of accidents and the amount of accidents, traffic collisions go up.
Sergeant Robert Hill with the LA County Sheriff's Traffic Services Detail.
We don't get enough rain, so the frequency of driving in the rain isn't, doesn't happen that often.
The key to bad weather driving in Southern California is to be a defensive driver rather than the offensive drivers many of us are. Charles Feldman, KNX 1070 News Radio.
You can hear more about this tonight at 8 o'clock on KNX In Depth.
254 on KNX, your freeway check just a minute away, right in the middle of all of our storm activity. We had a police pursuit and someone was killed when it ended in the crash in the South LA area.
Gardena police spotted what they say came back as a stolen SUV and tried to pull it over. Lieutenant Steve Prendergast says the SUV's driver ran the squad car and took off northbound on Normandy. At Century, the suspect's SUV clipped another vehicle, apparently lost control and slammed into a pole. The SUV immediately caught fire.
The officers jumped out of their cars, they grabbed their fire extinguishers, they tried to put it out.
Hopefully it won't get too wet. It's not raining too bad, but the side of the door got wet.
This one's supposedly waterproof, but I don't believe it.
Yeah, this. Yeah. Yeah, right now we're going to Walmart right now. Oh. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Alright. Oh man, this camera's getting wet already. I'm trying to protect it as much as I could. Okay. Supposedly it's waterproof, so hopefully it won't.
It wasn't raining that bad when we were driving. I know I didn't have to start pouring.
Look at this rain right now. Alright. Oh man. Look how wet I am right now.
It does.
Oh my gosh. Look at this puddle.
Actually, it is messy. Just don't try to walk.
Woo! Man. Oh my gosh. I can't believe how bad this storm is right now. Alright. Alright, I'm gonna dry this camera off. Alright. That's pretty much it for this video. Oops. I just went into the exit. I entered from the exit area. The camera survived it, so. Alright. Yeah, that's just a really bad storm that we have right now, so. Oh my gosh. He has no jacket. Alright. I'm gonna put this on YouTube. And yeah, thanks for watching. That's just a really bad storm that we have right now. Alright. Thanks for watching. Thanks.